Hey guys, it's Nathan here with, I don't really know what to call this, and it's not an unboxing because I already opened it, but I guess you could call it something like that. I bought these on Bricklink, and today they just arrived, so we're going to be taking a look at it. Let's see what we got. We're going to start by, not the smallest, but the lightest of all. Let's see what we have here. So I bought two of these in dark gray because lately I have this thing for sci-fi, and I really want to make like these like cyberpunk, really like dystopian MOCs, if you will. So I really need these. I also got these crane pieces, which I think are beautiful in dark gray, which I've actually never had both of these pieces before. So as you guys know, you could just connect them like this, and they do have on the corners for Technique axles, like these small, let me see if I can find one. Where are they when I need you? Okay, so basically you take this little pin here and you just put it there, and you can just keep adding them up like this. So basically the idea is that you get a ton of these and you keep adding them up, and eventually you'll have a crane arm. So that's interesting. Maybe I'll get more in the future, I don't know. But yeah, so moving on, we have these two pieces, which I don't really know what to call them. Girders, support pillars, whatever they are, they look cool. And when building like a bridge or a building or a structure or even a spaceship, they could just like really look like nice and part of the background and add detail. So let's see what we could use those pieces in. Next off, we have this, which has a bunch of stuff, and we're going to be taking a look at, first of all, these four pieces, which actually come loose in the bag. So if you've seen these before, you'll know that they are used for a bunch of different stuff. They've been used as greebles, they've been used as stretcher holders, and even for like that. I don't know what the name is. Those things that you attach to the horses or to animals. They're not saddles. They're restraints or whatever. Like these came in brown for the Star Wars dinosaur Boga. I think, I don't know if they've been used for another animal, but I got two in black and two in gray, which is interesting because it said it was the old gray, but it looks almost like light bluish gray, so it's kind of an in-between. So next off, we have all these. Starting by the first bag, we have all these little mixel pieces, except for these four, which I haven't had these ever. So I actually thought it would be cool if I got four, and I need them for the MOC I'm building, which I'll show you in a second. As you can see, I have four of these in dark gray, and then we have some of these Lego Mixel socket ball joint pieces, which these in particular aren't that special. I just needed them in quantity because I do have another little bag full of those. I don't really have a lot of these. The only ones I have are from the Chima, those buildable animal figures that like the Chima characters can ride on. Those are the only place where I got these socket joints, and they're useful for a bunch of stuff. Even if you're not building like buildable figures or anything like that, you can still use these because you can get some really nice angles when you're doing MOCs. So next off, we have this bag over here, which, as you can see, are more mixel pieces, but like kind of the in-between joints. I have, I think, 6 of these. Yep, 6 of these and 6 of these. So with that combination and the other bag, I should be able to use them for pretty much anything I want. And I did get a lot of minifigure pieces. I mean, not that much, I have to admit. The store was kind of pricey. The shipping was good, but the store was kind of pricey, so I had to keep it down. Okay, so here we have 4 of these, which I'll show you why I got these. This is actually the reason I bought all this, like, I ordered all these pieces. It was for these pieces, and I'll show you why in a second. I'm just gonna leave them here throughout the video. I'll explain why in a second. I have these sleigh pieces, which I've been wanting for some time, and I've never actually found them till now. You can use these for a bunch of different stuff. I like them. And I have this bag piece, which, as you can see, can be used for a bunch of stuff too. You could just, as a stud on the bottom, you just place it. The minifigure can carry it. Mostly for greebles. And I got this backpack in brown. I had it in white because I got so many Hoth sets that I just wanted one in brown. And I have two of these, which is interesting because I have the old version. And if you guys don't know what happened, in the old version there was an error with some of the molds that it made it so wide that it didn't work. Like, you just placed it on the stud and it would just fall off because it was loose. And it was also a slider, like, softer plastic, so you could bend it kind of, and it really didn't work. I have two in like black, and I've never used them because unless you're going to use them like a clip or something, they're just worthless if you get the old mold. So they actually improved, and I think, yep, it's light bluish gray. So we have this other minifigure torso, which is actually about Han Solo in Hoth when he's wearing that blue hood. So I'll show you why I got this in a second. I also have two of these little ball joints, which have what do you call this? A pillar, a tube or something. I can't believe I actually forgot the name to that, but I think these are used as translucent in stud shooters, but like a special kind of stud shooter where it shoots this out instead of a stud. But it works with the regular ball joints, and you can use this to attach more stuff, so it's really cool. I have one of these little visor pieces, but there's no real reason why I got it. I just had one in my collection and I needed another one, so I thought it would be cool. And I have this breathing mask too, which I think is really cool in dark and like light gray, and you could use it for a bunch of stuff like sci-fi, underwater, like a gas mask. You could use this for a bunch of different stuff. So last but not least is this bag, which has most of the minifigure parts I ordered. Let's take a look at that. There we go. So first off, we have this hairpiece, and I think it's tan. And I've never actually had tan hairpieces except in the Lord of the Rings elves. So this is pretty cool. Oh, I also have the old Luke Skywalker hairpiece, the one that's all like flat and kind of ugly. I have that one, but I guess this is like the new one. I think it's used in a Ninjago set. I think that's what this is for. Obviously, I'm not a fan of Ninjago, so don't kill me for saying that, like, oh, I think this is from Ninjago. I've never actually paid that much attention to it. Here we have two of these, like, Arabian-style masks, and there's actually a reason why I got these. I'm actually writing a book, and it's, like, science fiction, and it takes place in this planet that's kind of Arabian. And as I progress in the book, I actually want to make Lego creations of my book, so I needed these to like add like background characters. And I have this hairpiece, which I think is actually really cool. It's quite old and it's not that rare, but I think it's quite nice since it has like these on the front and the long hair on the back, and it's in dark gray. So next off we have this piece, which is why I got the Han Solo torso, so that I could put this on. This is actually my first time with a Lego like woolen hood, so I thought it would be cool. If I want to make like a cold MOC in the future, like in the ice or an ice planet, I could just use these. I also got this one. Whoops. So I have a little variety. I could use this one. I didn't buy the torso for this, but I have plenty torsos in my collection, so I could like find a match. Next off, I got this piece, and the reason I got this is because I plan to interchange the hands for flesh-colored hands, since everything I build has flesh-colored minifigures. So I'm going to just replace the hands, and the reason I bought this is because I don't actually have that much plain clothes minifigures. So whenever I'm trying to build like a city or a civilian MOC, I never can, because all of my MOCs have like all of my minifigure torsos are like armor and exoskeletons, and they look kind of weird for regular MOCs. Also, I'm sorry if I'm talking a little weird. My throat is kind of dry. Then this hairpiece, which I kind of bought it just to fill in and to have more variety. And finally, I have these two dark tan helmets, which is one of the reasons why I got this piece over here, because I already had one of these. So I'll just put it on that, and now I can put the other one I had on the other helmet, and I can have like this crew like uniform helmet for something, which I'll show you in a second. So why did I get these? Well, I'll show you. I'm working on this, and I didn't come up with this idea. It's actually, I think it's either in a MOC or on a set or something. Don't quote me on that, but this already exists. I didn't have these in like white, so it's like, so if you don't know, it's supposed to be like a gas tank or a water tank encaged in this like metal thing. So I plan to use this for a bunch of different MOCs in the background, but I needed these in like white, not gray. So I'll just take those apart. Whoops. Why isn't this coming off? Did I actually use... No, okay. It's just hard. So bear with me, guys. Well, that took longer than expected, but here we are again, and this is what it looks like. I think it looks quite nice. As you can see, you could use this for a ton of different things, and at the end, of course, you could attach a little steering wheel piece in black, so like a valve. So you could use this for a bunch of different stuff, and I have 2 more, so I can actually do more of these. And this is why I got this set, not this set, I don't know what's wrong with me today. This is why I got this Bricklink order, because of these. I kind of had like a whim on making this like gas tank, so I was like, I need to find them, so that's why I have it. Also, I want to give you a peek of this Lego MOC that I'm working on. I'll show you in a second. It's a spaceship, and this brown piece right here, this like a roll cage for the glass, this is why I got these. So I'm gonna replace the brown one with this one, so it's gonna look more uniform with the color scheme. I'll still probably use the brown one, but it's quite old, and it's my first time actually using this piece in any MOC, especially as a roll cage. But I got the inspiration online, and I just thought it looked really cool, and I wanted to try it out. So, as you know, as some of you guys know, I posted this picture on Flickr, which is a zoom in of the greebles, like the internal panel thing of the spaceship, and I'm using several colors like dark red, tan, dark tan, sand blue, and even sand green. And I just think like I want to do like a really good job with the greebles on this. I don't want it to look ordinary. Like usually I just use like dark or light gray pieces. I want to use like black and brown. So I'll keep you guys up to date with how this MOC is going as I progress. But for now, this is about it. So I'll see you guys next time. Also, wait. Before I go, I just want to show you this. It's an escape pod model I made. It's still a prototype. It does need a little fixing up, but I think it looks pretty nice. I didn't take any liberties to make it wider or add fins or anything, because I'm still trying to figure out if there's going to be a way for me to like put it inside the spaceship, and I need it to be as narrow as possible. So that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.